Hello, my Peregrini friends. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is the track scanning for the Class C. And today I want to try something new, which is the drawing of the drivers I want to do on this episode. So the race episodes, they are a little bit shorter. And yeah, so let's go. We had a very intense Class C, or I mean Class B, right? So many position changes. Let me see. I'm looking here at my computer at the same time while I am driving, so I will try to make some comments about what happened on the Class B, while at the same time trying to make some comments on the Class C track. Oh, stop. Yep, up. So before we start, this is where we ended the Class B, right? And this is where we will start the Class C. Just one thing that was very interesting for me was Monica Sorrentino. After a disastrous Class A, she managed to recover 4 positions. She went to the 13th position. And so many crashes, not as many as on the Class C, but many things changed, and I hope you liked it. So here is the start of the Class C, starting with a very heavy upwards on the cliff here. One thing that I want to point out is that they will be driving trucks, and it is heavy for them, and this is a hill climb type of track for the trucks, because it is hard. There are some parts, and you will see, especially here, the HK 6000, it really has issues in making the turn here during the training sessions. Monica, Petrin, they had issues here. Teruya as well, plenty in this area. For the D15, this turn that I just passed was huge problematic, and this one, because they are accelerating here, they tend to go to this tree. They love that tree. They love it. They just love it. So I don't know why they went there so much, but I think the car, with its handling issues, it's very hard for them to keep a proper line on the track. But once they are able to overtake this challenge, this part isn't very hard for the AI, but for me as a human, this here is very simple to make. But for the drivers, it is a little bit hard for them to make that area. And here it's very fast for all of them, no issues at all. They just lose a little bit of not momentum, but it's just that the tangential force pushes them to the guardrail, but not at a strong level as here. This is a problematic area on the right side. So we see this rock here coming out a little bit. So some of the drivers, some Stambeco, Donatella loved to hit here. They were having issues with the tangential force here. Then a little bit further down the road, they also had issues, like the passing here was kind of fine for everyone. And here as well, it's more on the turning to the left here, because the tangent sends them to the right because they're going to the left, and here is where they start to crack. Like many drivers just going to the grass there and hitting the rock. Very strong part. But once they go this, if they pass this area, if they manage to complete up until where I am now, they usually finish the track without any type of problem. The only thing is that after they get to this tough area, all of them start to go very slow, because the climb here for the trucks is steep, especially for the HK 6000. It has so many issues going upwards that they go slow, but they they go. Here is one area that they actually had a lot of problems in the sense of speed. They never crashed here. No one crashed in this area. This is a safe area for all of the drivers. And this one area that I really like the most, especially looking from here, like when we are looking from here, from this wall, looking backwards, it's very nice seeing the truck, and you will see it during the race. It's very nice seeing the truck coming out of the hill there. And we are already approaching the end of the track. This is a very short track because it was very hard for the trucks to go upwards. So even though I made it in like 2 minutes or maybe less, stopping and making the commentaries, for them it was around 3 minutes, some of them a little bit more than this. So yeah, this is the track for the Class C. I hope we see a lot of changes like we saw on the Class B. So many drivers going down, so many drivers going up, especially Arthur, who also went up by 5 positions. So yeah, this is I am actually looking forward, because here in Italy is where things are starting to get crazy. Things are starting to get crazy, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. By the way, I forgot that I was going to make the drawing, right? So let's make the drawing. What should we be looking at? Okay, let's position ourselves here, and then we will add the drawing. We added the drawing, so we can make it a little bit bigger, maybe. We can. So whoopa, because we are doing the drawing here in this episode. We don't need the small one, right? So let's start. So for the very first episode, we will have the first 3 drivers, which will be Monica. Oh my god, Monica, who is currently, let me see where Monica is at the moment. She is currently in the 13th position here on my table. Then after Monica, who is it gonna be? The next driver is gonna be Jolanta Janus. Jolanta, who had a lot of issues during the training session for the Class C. She was actually very crazy, doing things that only she was able to do with her D15, struggling to make turns all around. So after her, it's gonna be Vladimir Agurso. Vladimir driving a Stambeco. So those are the very first drivers to take the race, to take the track. Then who is it gonna be? Vladerio is gonna be the first on the very second episode, followed by Reinaldo Cabral. Oh my god, Reinaldo, pretty much same as Jolanta, but not as tragic. He is also driving a D15. I see a huge issue for all of them. Petrin is gonna be the 3rd driver. Petrin, same as Monica, he was actually crazy and doing so many nice timings. So while I am opening here the dashboard to look at their training sessions, let's look at the 3rd episode, which is gonna be opened by Yarelio. Yarelio driving a D15. It is just like, it's very sad to see all of the drivers on the D15 in this track, even though it is possible for them to make the turns and everything else. They were just struggling a lot. Kian Falun is gonna be the 2nd driver. I already drawn here. And then the 3rd driver for the 3rd episode is gonna be Daisy O'Brien. Daisy also on a D15 is struggling, not as much, because I just opened here my reference. Daisy O'Brien is actually one of the worst drivers. I was mentioning Jolanta, right? She, among all of the D15 drivers, she was the best one, but she was the one with the lowest completion rate. Daisy was the 2nd in terms of completion rate, from bottom to top, being the second to last as well in terms of speed. Okay, let's go to the fourth episode. It's gonna be Chao Li opening also with a G15. It's gonna be I'm just making anticipation for you guys, managing the expectations, but the G15 is horrible in this track. Gregorian is gonna be the second on the fourth episode in his Istanbeko, followed by Robinson Terra Blanca. Robinson also driving a G15. It's gonna be terrible for them. And Robinson, who is currently on the very second position of the championship, I estimate a little bit of some positions to be lost here. Teruya, who is leading the championship, he is gonna open the fifth episode. He's driving an ETK 6200. He is like one of the favorites, same as Monica and Patrick. And who else is driving this truck? I actually forgot from the top of my head, but we will see here. I only know Monica and Patrick so far. There is a fourth driver on the ETK 62000, I think. I don't remember, I'm very sorry. After Teruya, Piotr Frolov. Piotr, who actually had a bad race in the past with the production cars. I'm sorry for him. He lost one position overall in the series. And we are gonna conclude the fifth episode with Leroy Balcaran. Leroy, who is having a very bad season as well. Currently third to last. Oh, I mean second to last. He's only faster than Reinaldo Cabral. Only faster than Reinaldo Cabral. And our last episode is gonna be Shane, the first driver. Shane, who managed to gain one position in the past episode, followed by Donatella Vitello. Donna, did she finish the last race? I think she did. Yeah, she did. Donatella Vitello, who also gained one single position, followed by Arthur Walker, who managed to recover some of the losses that he made on the Class A. He recovered 4 positions, but let's see how he's gonna be on this Class C episode. So with this drawing during the races, I will not do a drawing anymore, so I will mention this episode. If anyone would like to see, you will just be referenced to this episode. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you during the races. Thank you. Bye.